up, guys? Tuesday, just headed to go train at school. I just left my house, packed all my stuff to go home for Thanksgiving, and yeah, I'm just gonna go train at school, hitting legs today, squats, going for 395 for 3 plus, and that's hopefully we'll be able to triple that, because my opener for the meet coming up in a few weeks is gonna be 390. So hitting 395 for a triple would really ensure the fact that I can hit that 390 without a doubt for my opener. Because as you guys know, probably if you don't hit a lift, if you don't hit a successful lift on any of the 3 lifts, then you'll bomb out and not move on in the meet, and you'll just lose pretty much. So hopefully I'll be able to hit this for a triple to really ensure the fact that I can get that 390 at the meet. And I mean, if I don't get this, or if I feel as though I wouldn't be able to hit a 390 on that day, I can always change that number prior to my opener. So yeah, this should be a pretty good workout session. It's about 10:30 right now. I woke up around 7:30, had some breakfast, started packing, getting everything together. And so I'm just gonna head home. After this, I'll probably be home by 1:30 or so. Probably go to the gym later with my mom. I was gonna train later, but I have to do my HIIT cardio later anyway, so I'm gonna have to end up going to the gym at some point anyway. So I figured I may as well get my heavy training out of the way now, and then get to the gym later to do my intervals. So that's pretty much what my day is looking like today. No class or anything, which is nice. And yeah, it's gonna be nice to get home. Just finished up training. Squats went pretty shitty. I hit, God, I was so mad. 395, supposed to be a 3 plus set. Failed on my first attempt at 395, didn't even hit 1. And then went for it again because, I don't know, I was so mad. But I hit it for 1 and then I had to dump it again, so. It's better than just failing and not giving it another shot. It wasn't one of those fails where my CNS was where I was just all over the place and my head hurt after. It just I knew I couldn't grind it, so I just dumped it. I don't know why this has been happening. Last week I think on my 5 plus set I hit 2 reps. That's ridiculous. I was so mad. I was talking to myself in the mirror. I felt really weird about it actually. But it wasn't, my knees and hips don't hurt when I squat. They used to hurt a lot more than they have been lately. And my form feels perfect. My form has never felt this good before. Performing a rep, I've never felt I feel I'm hitting every cue, getting my hips back. My knees are tracking a little far over my toes, but it doesn't bother my knees or it doesn't bother my squat at all. So it feels really comfortable like that for me, so that's how I've been doing it. And my warm-up sets, I feel really explosive. I may have a little bit of a butt wink, but definitely better than it used to be. And definitely, it doesn't affect my squat at all, I don't think. I don't know what it could be. I actually ran out of creatine, and so I haven't taken it for the last 3 or 4 days. But creatine, the effects of creatine, depending on how well you respond, which I never thought I've responded very well to it anyway. Because how creatine works is, creatine's an intramuscular, I'm not a scientist or anything, it's an intramuscular molecule that when activated by creatine kinase produces 1 molecule of ATP. And if you guys know anything about cell respiration or metabolism in the muscle, you know that 1 molecule of ATP compared to aerobic respiration is nothing. So I mean, the effects of creatine, I'm pretty sure that I've heard is maybe on a 10 rep set you'll hit 11 instead of 10. That's how how much the ATP production through creatine can help. So I mean, I've taken it for the past like few years, and even when I used to lift but didn't really know what the hell I was doing, I've taken creatine in the past and never really felt like I responded to it very well. Like I never really felt an increase in my strength, maybe just because I've always expected a much greater increase than what you get from creatine. So I'm not sure if that's the reason why my strength on especially squats hasn't been good. Yesterday, overhead press, I hit my reps, I hit 3, which I was happy with. And so I don't know what's been going on with these squats. So like I said before, I'm probably gonna have to decrease my opener depending on how squats go next week. Right now my opener's set at 390. And what else was I gonna say? My accessory work went really well. I hit all my reps. I even went above and beyond what I was supposed to get. Hit 3 sets of 8 on everything, which after I hit 3 sets of 8, I usually increase 5 pounds and drop it down to 3 sets of 6, then work my way back up to 3 sets of 8. So my energy is there. It's literally just the strength that isn't there on squats only. I don't know, like I feel really good. My hips, my joints, my knees, even my ankles feel good. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to see what happens next week with squats. Otherwise I'm gonna have to decrease my training max, or not my training max, or I probably should decrease my training max, but also decrease my opener. What the hell, can I not get on the 95 right now? This is annoying. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to decrease my opener probably depending on how next week goes. So I'm just gonna head home now from school. It's right now it's like 1 o'clock. I'll probably be home. Probably get home around 2, hopefully. There shouldn't be any traffic, I don't think, but then again, the week of Thanksgiving, there's always traffic no matter where you go. So yeah, I'm gonna go home and eat. Hopefully there's food in the house. Mom, if you're watching this, hopefully there's food in the house. And yeah, that's it. So I'll talk to you guys later in the day, probably. Tuesday, 7 p.m., 6:45. I'm home, chilling with my mom.
Oh, come on.
She's watching one of Frank's videos that he just put up.
Hopefully my weight will be still around there the rest of the week.
I've been home for a few hours now,
Probably not.
and just kind of hung out, was doing stuff, and made pumpkin cheesecake that I forgot to put pumpkin pie spice and cinnamon in, which sucks because that makes it so good, but it looks mad good. Looks perfect. And made some Thanksgiving food with my mom right here. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's called Portofino salad. It's like wine, jello. I don't know if it's like a common thing. I mean, we have it every year, so I know what it is. And it's got like cranberry sauce in it. And so did that. Just went to the gym at home and did my first session of HIIT for the week. I did it on the erg, the rower thing. Shout out to Cody Howell for telling me to do that. It's pretty good because it gets like your lower and upper body, and especially since I've been trying to do my HIIT on leg days, doing it on the bike or sprinting is like all leg power, so it's a lot harder. Not saying that doing it on the erg isn't harder, but it's well distributed throughout your body, I feel. So I did it on Friday too, and I liked it. So keep doing that till I get bored with it, then maybe change it up again. And yeah, right now I'm just gonna probably eat in a little bit. I haven't really eaten much today. I only had a pre-workout meal and a post-workout meal. So I still have quite a bit of food left, like 125 carbs, about 30 fat, 40 fat, and like 150 protein. So I'm just defrosting this chicken here since there's no other food really at home. Damn, guys, check this out. Skinny Minty, Turkey Hill, Chocolate Nutty Moose Tracks. This shit's so good. Sugar cone. I got a scoop, or like a serving of each on here, and then I weighed the cone. It came out to 1 gram more than it said it was gonna be. So I just accounted for that. This is gonna finish off my macros. Just ate some. I didn't really eat much all day. I kind of spaced my meals out really far apart, so I had a lot of macros to hit at the end of the night. So I figured I'd have some ice cream. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the night. Probably just gonna throw some videos together tonight, like later on. And yeah, probably gonna get to bed early and just relax for the rest of the night.